What's up, YouTubers? It's Mr. Ferguson here. Once again, thank you guys so much for coming back to another video here in Central North Carolina. I am just a DIYer like many of you out there. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. Summer is officially here, as I believe I'm probably going to name this video. Clearly I'm making it right now as you're watching it, but I don't know what the title of this is, but we're starting to see the effects of summer. I apologize also for my voice. My daughter had something and I woke up the last couple days with not a sore throat, but it's just like you get that deep tone. So I'm not sick, I feel great. I just have this weird sound to my voice, so maybe it makes me sound a little manlier. Maybe Miss Ferguson will like me more later on. Just kidding, sorry to be creepy. But anyways, I apologize for the different voice settings. So thank you for tuning in. Before we get into what we're going to get into today, yesterday was our highest chance of rain here in Central North Carolina. We had a 50% chance, and we had a rain shower come through and wet the soil and wet the grass. And as soon as I was able to get home for inventory purposes from my job, I said, let me hurry up and get my Strom backpack sprayer and try to get something down. And then I remembered what I made a video about not too long ago. Mr. Ferguson, don't be spraying something, letting it dry in this 90-degree heat and just totally waste the product. So what I did was I got my Strom, I put together in what we talked about previously on the last video. I put my CK in, I put my Cowtide in, and I put in some Green Fight 0031 at the 5 ounces per 1,000 square feet for the Green Fight. I believe I did around 5 ounces of Cowtide, and I did and finished off my bottle of CK 4 ounces. It's 0.5 per 1,000 there, 0.5 ounces. So CK, Cowtide, and Green Fight, I went ahead and applied it. And as I was applying it, I said, Lord, I'm putting this down in faith. It's already rained a little bit. I see and hear the thunder. I'm putting this down in faith. Let the rains come and water it in. No sooner did I get my backpack sprayed. My battery actually died halfway through. I had to go in, charge it. And so then I began to look at the radar, and all of a sudden, boop, a little blip popped up just to the southeast of my house. And I said, there it is. That's the cloud the Lord's going to send to my yard. And so I took my battery. I said, please, Lord, let me have enough battery to be able to finish this spray. I went right here in the backyard and did the rest of the spray, finished it, cleaned it out. No sooner did I put it in, and I'm walking back to the house, and raindrops begin to fall. That's my God. And so as soon as I walk in, a couple seconds later, here comes the rain. Now, it wasn't a ton of rain, but it was definitely enough to get it off the blades, water it into the soil. And so it literally moments after I walked in the house, it gets watered in. It was like I timed it perfectly. God knew, and I did it in faith, and God came through for me. So just a cool story. I love it when he does things like that. So we did apply that yesterday. Now we're seeing signs. We're going to go up here in the front yard. I want to show you guys why I say summer is literally officially here. But here to my bottom here, I have Mr. Hydratain, and I have our spray in nozzle. We've had some fun times this year with Hydratain, have we not, here on the channel? But we're going to be applying this as I've mentioned in a couple of videos previously. Me and my family are going to the beach soon. I'm going to be gone for a full week. No lawn care, no maintenance. Not going to have a clue what's going on here besides my Ring doorbell and what it may show me of what the front yard looks like. We got Mr. Kevin across the street, got good neighbors if I really need something, but we want to go ahead. I want to update and refresh my Hydratain. We're in the summer. We're going to go up here and look at the bank first. Man, I'm spitting everywhere. I apologize. We're going to go look at the bank first, and then I'll set you guys up on the tripod, and we're going to do it properly today. So without further ado, let's go to the front yard. All right, so here we are. You like that little hand trick? I've never done that in my videos. I see it done a lot in lawn care. But anyways, so we're here, we're in the front yard. Again, I've been doing maintenance, or excuse me, inventory and things at work. I've not been home in the afternoon until today on Thursday when I'm making this the day before you're watching it. But you can see that we're starting to get a lot of stress. Now, I want to point out that over here, near my driveway, when I told you guys I've hand watered the strip by my mailbox, I'll always, whenever I do that, I always throw some water over here on the bank as well. And so this is looking pretty decent. But the further we get by where my hose won't reach, which is literally this pole and on, look at it. It's beginning to get a little browner. It's beginning to go a little more dormant. We got a little more grass down here starting to try to die off by the road. We've talked about it repeatedly. We don't want to beat the dead horse. We know, Mr. Ferguson, there might be rock rocks under there. Mr. Ferguson, you may need to dig under there, and there may be asphalt or concrete. We know, we got it. It's not a seed thing, it's a what's in our soil thing. So the point being, we're seeing summer happen because number one, this grass has been totally fine since the fall, in the winter, in the spring, in the late spring. Now we're entering in the summer, and now we're getting this. Why? Because our moisture, it's a moisture issue. Our water, the roots are shallow. We've got something in the dirt. So that's why we want to apply hydretain. So we're going to grab it, and I just want to show you the rest of the yard's looking pretty good. We could probably go for a mow this afternoon, but I want to do the hydretain. My plan this time, guys, we're not going to do the whole yard. I'm going to be doing just the front yard right here, as you see. I'm going to hit the bank. We're going to do it with the ortho spray in. I'm going to take 3 ounces of hydretain. The rest we're going to fill up with water. We're going to spray our bank. We're going to spray the downslope of the bank, and then I may go ahead and set my sprinkler here, and then I'll set the sprinkler here once I've sprayed it, and then we'll just water it in there, and then I'll spray with the ortho with just water the rest of it and water it in. Then we'll move to the next section. After I let my sprinkler set for a little bit, we'll go, and I'll go maybe halfway between the shutters here, do this section, spray it with hydretain, 3 ounces, then put the sprinkler down, or do the sprinkler in one section and finish off the rest with the ortho by just hand watering it in. And then we'll finish this section and do hydretain, 3 ounces, put the sprinkler there, and so today we may do that, and then I may also do the side over here and just knock that out, and then I'll have the strip over here to do, I'll have the side strip to do, and the backyard to do, and we'll do it in sections. I've got a week to get it down before we go to the beach. So just wanted to show you that. That's my plan. We're going to do it right. We're not going to let this hydretain dry on the blades. We're going to water it in as you're supposed to, because otherwise, as we mentioned in our videos, you're wasting it. But see, also here, this is starting to look a little brownish and shaggy, and you're just getting that, you know, not really fungus look, but you're just getting that stressed out grass look. And I noticed this, you know, not being around, I would have probably hand watered some of this, ran the sprinkler myself. My wife attempted to try to do it. It just, you got to run it so long. We've talked about it, we've been there. So anyways, with all that said, you guys get the point. We've got Mr. Hydretain, we got Mr. Ortho here. We're gonna knock it out. We'll put you on a tripod. The sun is out and blazing, it's hot, so we're gonna have to put you in the shade somewhere so the phone don't cut off. But let's get down Mr. Hydretain. right, guys, so as you should have saw in the little time lapse, so we've done the bank and I've done this section to the left of the tree here. And so we're watering all that in. I did a little bit of hand watering up on this corner, but I'm going to slide this sprinkler over here in just a second. And I still have this right side, this corner side of the front yard to do. So that's where we are. We're doing it properly this time. And we want to make sure this gets in. It's crucial. We don't want to waste our money. We don't want to waste our product. So that's where we are, just sitting, waiting, and watering in. So that'll do it here from Central North Carolina. For those that have asked Mr. Ferguson, can you tell a difference between applying Hydratain and not? We've definitely seen it on our plants that Miss Ferguson planted. You can see they're blooming. They look awesome. We got a lot of color and a lot of pop there. I sprayed them the last time. Remember, the last time I had to apply Hydratain, I did it in the rain and I hit the plants the same time I hit these plants. And my wife said, man, those plants are awesome. I haven't had to water them for several days. I've skipped it for like 2 days and they still look great. They haven't drooped or anything. And I said, that's because I hit it with Hydratain. She said, oh, that makes sense, because normally they would droop and now they're not. So we've seen it in our plants, similar to what the LCN Alan Hain has showed in his demonstration with potted plants. Take a cap full, put it in, leave one without Hydratain in it, see what happens. You'll see one be looking better than the other one because it's pulling moisture out of the air. So I would say yes, I think it's helped to keep the grass where you don't have to go as long without watering, like inventory week or like when you go on vacation. Thus why I'm pumping it into the yard now. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I'm glad we was able to get this reapplied. I'm going to work on doing the side of the house, the back of the yard, and my strip over here by the mailbox, and I'll be finishing that up hopefully today, tomorrow. So thank you for tuning in. Maybe while you're even watching this, I'll be finishing up this job, but wanted to show you what I'm doing here. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. So glad to be done with inventory. Thank you for all the good wishes. Go check out the Mr. Ferguson vlog if you're interested in the midweek quickie, and we'll see you Monday, hopefully on another lawn care video. God bless.